Hello friends, I want you to watch this video until the very last second. Because today we are not just discussing another headline. We are not reacting to a viral clip that will be forgotten by tomorrow. Today, we are talking about the possibility that Manipur, as we know it, is being systematically dismantled. We are talking about the soul of this land being pulled apart by a new fire. Just when many people believe that the state might finally begin healing under a new government, just when presidents ruled India on February 4, 2026, another violent conflict has erupted. But this time, something has changed. This is not the familiar Meitei versus Kuki line that has dominated our screens for 2 years. This time, the conflict has moved into the hills of Ukhrul. This time it is between the Kuki and Tangkhul Naga communities, and that is why this moment is extremely dangerous. When conflict is spreads into a new ethnic line, it stops being a local crisis. It becomes a structural and collapse. As I record this on February 12th, the news from Litan is horrific. After 2 days of a supposed uneasy calm, the fire has returned. Two more houses were tossed at 7 a.m. this morning. Heavy gunfire broke out at 8:50 a.m., lasting for 30 minutes. Even as I speak, Naga women are attempting to storm the Litan police station, demanding to know why the state cannot protect them. And let us look at the anatomy of this collapse. On the night of February 7, 2026, a minor incident occurred in Litan Sareikhong. A Tangkhul man named Sterling Simbre was allegedly assaulted by a group of Kukizo individuals. In any functioning state, the police arrive, they arrest the culprit, and the law takes course. But in Manipur, we have three components that turn a spark into a wildfire. First, the trigger, the assault on February 7th. Second, the amplifier, rumors on social platforms and rapid mobilization of armed actors. And third, the structure and tinder, long running grievances, unresolved land claims, and unrest trauma from prior wars. By February 10, the administration suspended internet services across Ukhrul District for 5 days. But look at what happened today, February 12. Even with an indefinite curfew, even with the presence of the Bihar Regiment and the RAF, the arson continued. Ask yourself this question: how can houses burn while battalions of central forces are literally camping in the area? Was actionable intelligence available prior to the arson wave? If so, why was it not acted upon? Was the local command structure even coordinated with the central forces? These are not just questions. They are indictment of a system that has failed to protect its civilians. Protection is not a performance. It is a measure in patrol hours and secure corridors. And right now, the measurement is zero. People in Ukhrul do not interpret this violence as what is happening now. They interpret it through the lens of memory. We are talking about the Naga-Kuki conflict of 1990. This was not ancient history, it produced massive death tolls and mass displacement. Whole villages were emptied. Names like the Jaupi massacre of 1993, where the 115 Kuki civilians were killed in one day, still ring in the ears of every elder in this hill. That trauma is living memory. When trauma burns again, the trauma returns as mobilizing energy. Two overlapping political projects drive this memory. First, the aspiration for Nagaland, a broader political territory for the Nagas. Second, the Kuki claim to ancestral land invoked as Kuki land. These are not abstract political theories. They shape who feels entitled to what land. In the crisis, this territorial claim translates into violence. And today, February 12, the NSNIM has officially broken in silence. They have issued a scathing statement alleging an unholy nexus between Indian security forces and Kuki militants. They are claiming a proxy war is being fought on their soil. When the most powerful Naga armed group uses language like this, the geography of the conflict changes. It is no longer just a village brawl, it is a geopolitical minefield. Let us avoid blanket accusations. Most ordinary people do not want this war. So, who benefits? Local spoilers, non-state armed groups, and political entrepreneurs who weaponize identity for short-term power. Does the Kuki militant really represent the Kuki common people? Many analysts say no. In conflict zones, civilians rarely control armed actors. Are the people of Kuki helpless against the militants? It seems they are. And what about the Myanmar context? The KNAB and group with cross-border networks change the local balance. If a community believes militant can operate with impunity, they will seek protection within ethnic lines. This shifts transform a policing problem into a political crisis. This arrived at a critical moment of our new Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan Singh. He took office only 8 days ago. His first major test is here. CM Khemchan visited Ziribam yesterday, February 11, to meet both Meitei and Kuki relief camps. It was a good outreach, but while the CM talked about peace in Ziribam, Litan is burning. Meanwhile, in Churachandpur today, we see a revolt. Kuki women has stormed the residence of MLA LM Khaute. They are calling him a traitor for joining the new government. They want separate administration, not a cabinet seat. If people feel the government response is performative rather than protective, the legitimacy of the state will collapse. I want to be explicit about a pattern to watch for today. You will see narratives on social media calling for Meitei Tangkhul alliance against cookies. You will see threat lists and calls for mass expulsion. We must reject this narrative. They are effective because they simplify. They make a complex conflict into a binary. But simplifying narrative convert temporary dispute into a permanent cleavage. And a permanent cleavage is a seabed of long wars. Does the government need a master class in the crisis management? They suspended the internet, which is a blunt instrument. It restricts civic oversight and relief coordination. They deploy forces, yet the burning continues. This is the definition of administrative inability. We are at a choice point. The choices are not comfortable. They require courage from leaders and insistence from citizens. Once Manipur is lost to permanent ethnic war, everything that makes life here rich and human will be buried with it. There will be no Tangkhul identity. There will be no Meitei identity, no Pangal, no Kuki identity. Everything will be buried under the soil of fragmented history. Tangkhul brothers and sisters, do not fall for this trap. Meitei brothers and sisters, do not seek opportunistic alliance. Our strength is in our complex existence. The integrity of Manipur is not just geographical idea. It is the only vessel large enough to carry all our unique identities forward. Two political leaders act visibly, fairly, and fast. To civil society, documented, monitor, and insist on impartiality. To citizens, verify what you share. The flame in Litan today are warning. They can either burn us all or they can finally illuminate the path to a unified, united future. Jai Hind, Jai Fare.